see here? Can we all please be upstanding?
People, we start the countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0!
A father of a woman to be, and a father of all other girls in this country who will benefit from this building, who will soon be described as women of substance of our nation. So we once again appreciate His Excellency, the President of the Republic. And on that note as well, I'd like to say a very big thank you to the two second.
All the phones should go down. All the mobile phones.
His Excellency the President is here with us. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your presence here. His Excellency is shaking.
Let's go.
Giving the spiritual blessing of our ancestors to this project, we say we're eternally grateful to you. We're also grateful to the Directors General of the Education Service of TVET and GTEC. We're very grateful to you for your presence and the massive support of giving this program. As I was always said, when the proverbial cock crows tomorrow morning, it will be every single girl child in this country saying a big thank you to all of you for supporting His Excellency the President to deliver the launch of this much awaited project. And now at this time, I'd like to welcome up here for our final prayer. This will be a Muslim prayer. Shall we invite Sheikh to join us here? I will be able to join the prayer as we mentioned earlier.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم
Sanitary products will serve a lot. It is the best. Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Her Excellency Vice President Naana Ghanaians really appreciate your effort. Thank you for caring. Could have hoped for. Your Excellency, we now invite you to come and deliver your keynote address.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we welcome His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana.
Used in the past was called Bue. So from now, no more Bue. Bue will become a thing of the past. But let me go down memory lane. But first, let me acknowledge His Royal Majesty King Takite Kochuru II, the Mantse and President of the Ghana Traditional Council. Let me acknowledge our Ministers of State who are present, our Members of Parliament, the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, the Director General of Ghana Technical and Vocational Education and Training Service, all senior government officials, our development partners, our senior security officers, our civic society organization partners, officials from the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, our head teachers, and teaching and non-teaching staff of beneficiary schools, my dear students, my dear children, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to go down memory lane. In 2014, when I was president of Ghana, during, let me say, what we call my first coming, my vice president was Naana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. My education minister was Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, who currently is my vice president. And as education minister, she led the negotiation of an agreement with the World Bank, which was called the Secondary Education Improvement Program, the SAIP. Now, under the SAIP, it had different components. And I remember one of the major components was scholarships for brilliant but needy girls, support for girls in maths, education, and technology. But a component of the loan was meant for a pilot program in supplying girls in school with sanitary products. It was then for the first time I got acquainted with the challenges that our girl child faces in school during their usual menstrual cycle. And it was then I learned that for many of them, for a certain number of days during the month, they refrain from going to school because they are afraid of soiling themselves and being the laughing stock of their peers. And so that pilot was undertaken, but I remember when we tried to pass it through Parliament, for the first time, it sounded very strange. And for those who were in Parliament at the time, they'll remember, our opposition bench called it the PAD loan, if you remember. And a lot of mockery was made that a government will go to take a loan to supply sanitary pads for girls, because at the time, this challenge was not very well understood, even by members of Parliament. Today, I'm happy that everybody accepts that this is the right thing to do, because it is a natural process of creation. The menstrual cycle our daughters go through every month is just their identity as women. And God created them to go through that so that they can exercise their reproductive function of the human race, so that we can reproduce ourselves. And that is why every month they have to go through that income and with hygiene. And so I'm happy that today we've reached this point. Everybody accepts that we should invest national resources, and the flair or the will or the ambition, but simply because they lack access to proper sanitary products. Research has shown that girls can miss up to 5 school days each month, amounting to nearly 40 days of schooling a year. This is not just a statistic. It represents a young girl falling behind in class, losing her confidence, and struggling to catch up because of what is a natural biological process. This reality is unacceptable. In Ghana, where we aim for progress, equity, and justice, this must not continue. Menstruation should never be a reason for exclusion or shame. It should not be a barrier to education or self-achievement. And that is why this program exists, to remove one of the silent yet powerful obstacles standing in the way of our girl-child dreams. We are active to their daughters and hope to a nation that wants every child to rise regardless of their background or their gender. This program is a multi-ministerial collaboration involving 3 ministries: the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, and the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning. It also aligns with our national goals and global commitments, particularly the SDG 4, which says quality education, and SDG 5, which talks about gender equality. But beyond that, it is rooted in something more profound. It is rooted in our values as Ghanaians, our belief in fairness, in dignity, and equal opportunity for all our children, whether they are boys or girls. So today I say to every girl child in Ghana, you are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are not invisible. We see you, we believe in your potential, and we will stand with you every month, every term, and every year. To our parents, I say, you have carried this burden for too long, having to choose between books, food, fees, and sanitary products. Help is here, and help is here to stay. This is not a one-time gesture. This is a sustained policy commitment, and we will expand it with your support and your feedback. To our teachers, headmistresses, and headmasters, you are on the front line of education. You see the tears of our girls. You note their absence from school, and you note their struggles. Now you will see a transformation in our girls. They will show up to school with confidence. They will come to class with dignity, and they'll be able to focus on the lessons that you teach. This program is for you because avoidable challenges should not undermine the efforts that you make to bring up these children. To our development partners and civil society actors, I thank you for raising your voices. I thank you for standing with our girls. This program is proof that when we listen, when we collaborate, and when we act, we can bring about real change. To the private sector and our traditional leaders, I call on you to join us, partner with us. Let us build the local capacity for domestic sanitary pad production. Let us create jobs while keeping our girls in school. Let this become not just a social program, but a growing national enterprise. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing more than launching a policy. We're nurturing a movement that protects the future of our girls, a movement that celebrates their resilience, a movement that finally tells them in action and not just in words that our girls, you belong in the classroom, you belong in the science laboratories, you belong on the sports field, you belong in leadership, and you belong in Ghana's future that we are building together. So let us walk forward not with pity but with purpose. Let us walk forward not with shame but with pride. And let us walk forward not with fear but with hope. Ladies and gentlemen, on this note, it is my honor and privilege to officially